What's up, guys? Alain, Torres here. Today is Tuesday. Today's been a busy day. Been on the phone early morning and jumping around like a crazy little person, but life is good. Everything's amazing. And yesterday was even more phenomenal. So today, I want to talk a little bit about honoring your truth and knowing exactly what that means, what that looks like, and the ins and outs of what your mind and your heart will try to pull you away from, so that way you don't live your truth. So in simplest terms, we'll use it in the standpoint of friendships or even acquaintances or business partners, because there's so many different levels of people, the audience, you, that I'm speaking to with this message. And so here's the thing. I recently had a client call me. So he called me and she's like, man, I've had these people been reaching out to me. I just don't feel like I'm with them anymore. I feel like, no offense to them, but I feel like I'm at such a higher level now. And I said, well, of course, everyone says in the industry, like, the sum total of the 5 closest people you hang out with, which is 100% real. But at the same point, she has to be willing to, and you, if this is you, have to be willing to let go of those people in order to evolve where you're meant to go and where you want to go, okay? Because here's the thing, you will stay held back if you don't continually elevate your circle, if you don't continually elevate the things that you're bringing into your life that are elevating your mindset, your consciousness, and all the things that are being elevated, which frankly I believe they're all the same. I think at the very tip of the sword, they're all consciousness, pure consciousness, and it's you attract in, you vibrate who it is that you are. And so if you're not liking what you're seeing in your reflection, that's a hint, wink, 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 right? So that's the point. And it's funny because for me, it has been a massive journey to be able to honor my own truth. Now, I went through the ins and outs, and for some of you who really know my story, going through, some incredible relationship dynamics, and to the point where completely losing myself, my identity, finding myself all over again, and really trying to figure out who I truly was, to the point where I'm peeling back every single layer of my psychology, every single story inside of myself that starts all the way with mom, with dad. The work has been intense, it's been insane, it's been deeper than I probably could ever explain to you in a 5 or 6 minute video. I think it would take a long time, maybe a lifetime to explain all that. But the point is, in the journey of finding myself, you have to find what you don't like. I had to find what I didn't like about myself, and I had to find the things that I absolutely loved about myself. And only then could I choose certain experiences moving forward, and that's where the wisdom comes in. But before I get into the wisdom, I want to talk about this for a second. It's this concept that I call duality, which of course you've heard that already, but I want to put a frame on this because it's super important. Duality is good or bad, black or white. And so in life, you're raised with all these different concepts of what good and bad is. And that starts with your family dynamics. So of course it projects into your relationship dynamics on all levels as you're moving through your relationship dynamics, whether they're professional, personal, business, all the above, et al, and ones I didn't name. You know which ones I'm talking about that are getting under your skin. Point is, their purpose is for you to grow. Their purpose is their purpose is for you to evolve out of those patterns and to become something even more, okay? And it's hard because, again, let's connect it back into the original part of this video, which was, your 5 closest friends. They're reflecting those same patterns, those same dynamics. So you're like, oh, this is comfortable. This is great. I'm right where I need to be. This is perfect. But no, the reality is it's a perfect mirror. So they're your leverage to show you who you are. And the decision is, well, where do you want to go? Who do you want to be? Okay. And so as you're moving forward with this whole concept of duality, knowing that your mind, not you, this is a very key distinction, your mind, not you, is constantly distinguishing, is this good or bad? Should I do this? Should I do that? Is this right or is this wrong? No wonder we have all these complexes about ourselves that we're not confident. No wonder we have all these mental tug of war, this conflict inside of ourselves, and especially between this and this, because we're in conflict, and it's not even us. It's the battle between this and this, and it's also the battle between duality that's going on in your mind. And so my suggestion is you have to do the work. You have to go inward. You have to analyze, and not to understand and to learn yourself crazily, which you can do for many lifetimes, but to actually go through, and as soon as you see the patterns, detach from them as fast as you can, fully experiencing them, fully experiencing all the emotions, never shoving anything away, because unless you fully put light and awareness and acceptance to a pattern or something inside of yourself, it's never going to be complete, okay? And so the point is once you move through that and all these things inside of you, then you learn your truth. And then you get to honor your truth because you know who you are and your wisdom is stronger than everyone else's around you. And that doesn't mean you're better than them. That doesn't mean, you know, you have a big head or anything like that. It just means you know your truth. And then it becomes your job to honor it. And because you're a good person, you don't want to hurt other people's feelings. So that's the next part of the journey. Is like, oh, well, I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings because I know my truth and stating what I know is true. But the reality is you have to, because that's who you are. That's your truth. So I recently had someone reach out, a friend of a friend removed, actually more, it was a client removed, a client's friend removed, one of those things. And there was this pointing of fingers in a very nice way of like, I think that this person is spiritual bypassing, and they're pointing the finger at me. And I'm like, man, like I totally hear you, and I know it's a big claim to make some of the claims that I've made and sharing my truth, but I've also known that is my truth. And I've also known there's no amount of work that I haven't gone through to be able to know who I truly am. And I know you're the same, okay? I know you've done work and you know your truth. You don't have to defend yourself. The bottom line is you just have to be you. Stay in your own lane. Those who are meant to stick with you by your side and gravitate into your orbit, they're gonna come hang out. The other ones, they're gonna leave. And that's okay, because what's happening here, again, going back to the very beginning part of this video, is the connection with the 5 people that you're closest to. You'll see who's gravitating towards you, and frankly, if you're being slowed down or held back, that is a big telltale sign, okay? So today's video was about owning your truth. Are you gonna own your truth today? Because if you don't, who else is gonna own your truth for you, okay? So this is my message, it's simple. Let me know in the comments below what you're getting out of this video. And for some of you out there, you guys have been messaging me and saying, hey, oh my God, I love your videos, I'm getting all this out of it. Post below. I want the audience, you guys, the community to start building more and more and more. I want you to engage with each and every one. Post in the comments below what you got out of these videos and share them with a friend who you know is gonna need them. They're gonna like this content and love it, okay? We'll see you guys in the next video. Alain. Peace out.